to learn. It is filled with a lot of virtual mathematics, virtual logics. This is what mathematics is. It is a description language of that can be used as a tool to describe some natural phenomena stuff, but it does not prove that nature actually is what mathematics says. So,
do you think that if I have 6 apples and I take away 2, I have 4 apples?
obviously,
What if you have 2 apples and you take away 6?
Then I'm in debt 4 apples.
But you don't take
You
away
cannot take
6 physical apples, do you?
exactly
No, but
from what you.
it would be debt. That's what that would be called.
But then it becomes conceptual. At that point, it becomes conceptual.
Yeah, that's what
Because-
math is. Math is conceptual.
You will not.
describes-
You will
Yes,
not have in your head.
that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it accurately describes reality.
No, it doesn't.
Math doesn't describe reality?
So if I say I run the 100 meters in 3 seconds, well, I've described my running mathematically. Therefore, it's real.
Well,
No,
that
that doesn't
reality
follow
of
at all.
yours, we call it depth.
Yeah, it does.
No,
No, it doesn't.
sorry. That reality
does.
of yours. That reality of yours, which you call it depth, is actually the tooth fairy.
No, it's very debt is very
No,
real. It's a social
when-
phenomenon.
No, when
It's very
in
real.
this frame exists, this is a frame you portrayed here. Okay, so let's do it. In this frame, there are only 2 apples. You cannot take more than 2 apples from it because
Sure you
there
can.
are only 2.
Sure you
No,
can.
no, you
Then
cannot.
I'm just in debt. That's just like
Not
it's
in
just like with
reality.
money. So if I buy an automobile and it's
No,
20,
we are not talking about financial system, the credit
are. We're
enslavement
talking about numbers.
system. No, we are not talking
if I buy
about
an
that.
automobile for $25,000, I put $5,000 down. I'm in debt $20,000.
You buy an automobile with the money you don't have.
Yes,
If the bank
But also,
doesn't give you a credit
This is a
card,
bait and switch
don't have
anyway.
that's how
This is a
debt
bait and
works.
switch anyway. This is a bait and switch anyway. You probably, I don't know if you know Brenda, long time troll. Clearly, physical apples are not the same as conceptual
Exactly.
money. This is clearly not the same thing.
No, it's just an application of the same thing. It's an application
No,
of
it's
math to
not.
the real world, and how we deal with it.
Yeah,
okay.
so
I hope-
no, I mean, money is purely conceptual. Apples actually have a physical reality,
No,
and you
sure.
can't just
Nobody disputes that.
have them interchange.
No, but the
You know,
the-
I hope you never get into a desert and drink water from a dry spring. You know.
he was roboting. I didn't understand anything he said.
I did.
Right.
This what you're saying is like drinking water from a dry spring.
No, it's not dry. The fact that mathematics describes
Yeah,
how
mathematics.
reality works. It's descriptive.
No, I told you it's coming close to describing, but it is not truly describing.
I think that's just what
It does not
describing is.
explain
If you're
how
describing
nature
something, you're
functions.
describing it, aren't you?
No. Yes, that's what I told you. It is a tool of description. It's a
Yeah,
description
nobody
language.
disputes that. That's what all mathematicians and
but
all
it doesn't-
scientists will say.
it does
Mathematics is a descriptive tool.
No.
So we're in
Listen,
agreement. We
listen.
agree.
Listen,
Like this Brenda guy.
as long information does not exist, you have no mathematics.
I don't know what you're talking about.
For
if I have
mathematics
six
to
apples, I have six
well,
apples. Right?
I'm talking about theory of information.
I don't know what you're talking,
talking
about.
about-
If I have 6 apples, I have 6 apples, don't I?
Yes.
Well, there you go. That's math describing reality.
No, you said if you have 2 apples in a frame, you can take 6 out of it.
No, I'm just saying I have 6 apples.
Okay, I have
Well,
10
that's-
quadrillion apples.
Okay,
Therefore, I have 10 quadrillion apples because I said it right.
that's not math.
But that's literally what you said with your 6 apples.
No,
I just
no,
made the
that's not
number
what
bigger.
I said. That's not what I said.
Literally exactly what you said.
No,
The only
it
difference was the
literally
number.
isn't. It literally isn't.
Literally is. Literally is.
No, it's not. You're just lying.
So when I use your exact example, but I just make the number bigger, suddenly it's not analogous.
But you didn't. You're just lying.
Did anyone else hear what I just did? Did anyone else think that I changed the concept somehow? No. So Brenda, you're just full of shit as usual.
No, I'm just saying I have 6 apples. That's mathematics.
I have 10 quadrillion apples.
Right.
So is that reality?
Well, I don't know. That would be different. A different question.
You
isn't it?
don't know.
I don't actually have 6 apples either, do I? I don't have any
So
apples.
is
Have
this?
you
Oh right. So maths isn't reality. Got it.
Well, I never said math is reality. I said it describes reality.
It's a tool system. It's a convention. Sometimes it can apply to reality if you get all the variables correct. But
Yeah.
I don't trust you to get the variables correct.
Crypto, can I ask Brenda a quick question?
Go ahead, mate.
Yeah, thanks. Brenda, how you doing? So you say mathematics describes reality. Describe to me in the mathematical formula a fucking panda bear.
I don't know what you mean.
Wait.
One panda bear.
Well.
One panda bear. There you go.
No. I want the math formula for the creation of a panda.
I just gave you. I just
Yes.
gave you the math.
Brenda, take your bullshit somewhere else. We're sick of listening to it.
I gave you the description of a panda bear. It's one panda bear.
No, I said the mathematical formula for the reality of a panda.
Right. I gave that to you.
Oh,
One panda bear. There you go.
You never gave anything of what I asked. I asked for, you said mathematics describes reality.
Yeah,
So every day we have creatures that walk amongst us. I never asked how many of them there is. I said, give me the mathematical formula to describe a fucking panda bear. And you couldn't because you're a clown.
I did. It's one panda bear.
No, it does not start
That
with
describes a
1.
panda bear. Yeah, it does. One panda.
No.
There you go.
No, the mathematical formula that describes the being of a panda bear,
Yeah,
the
I gave it to
construct
you.
of a panda bear does not start with 1.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah,
let
maybe that.
this be an example of Brenda's mentality. It is a mentality that you
Yeah.
guys will not be able to relate to because we live in reality. Brenda lives in a fucking
Yeah.
cocoon of madness.
I live in a world where
You have
can
no
talk about
intellectual
one
honesty
panda
whatsoever,
bear.
Brenda.
You can talk.
Yeah,
about
Brenda
one
lives in a
panda
world where
Very
thoughts are
good.
physical.
Yeah, sorry guys. I had to cut Brenda short there. I'm sick of listening to
You
Brenda.
didn't do anything like that.
Unbelievable,
You just gave
honestly.
an absurd debate.
No, I gave you an analogy of what bullshit you're talking.
No, you didn't. You just made an absurd demand, and I just gave you a reason.
No, I never made an absurd demand. I gave you a demand that you couldn't answer, and you don't like it because it shows you to be retarded. Okay?
No, it doesn't show any of those things. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. I'm not,
Listen, the only people laughing is laughing at you, Brenda, not anyone else. You need to start taking a laugh at yourself and look in the mirror and understand that what you're saying and promoting is ridiculous. Totally ridiculous.
What am I saying that's ridiculous?
You're telling everyone we're living a flying spinning ball, you retard.
Yeah, but that's just the facts of reality.
No, there's not any facts. You've got no proof or evidence of it. And I just said, you want to tell everyone that mathematics formula describes reality. You couldn't describe a fucking panda bear or anything else in reality. Okay, so good night.
We can prove that the Earth is a globe, and we can prove that it is spinning. Ask Bob Nodell. 15 degrees an hour. 15 degrees, and Jeranism.
That's such a lazy straw man. These are such lazy straw men.
No, it's not. It was the test.
Yeah, they are. In fact, what's funny is someone actually came in to say that about Bob when he was in the live stream, and Bob dismantled him over about 30 minutes.
Oh,
you might want to give that a listen.
Go ahead and do it to me now. Dismantle that.
No, you need to go ahead and listen to that yourself from the horse's mouth.
You don't understand.
The problem is no, it's because you've had this explained to you hundreds of times, and you're not going to believe it unless it comes from Bob. So you need to go and do that.
Well, I wouldn't. I believe in arguments that are logical. You have them.
I think, and I
think thoughts of
I'm going to
physical.
butcher this, but it has something to do with changing the z-axis and getting different degrees of detection. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
He got 15 degrees. He got 15 degrees in an hour. That's what he got.
I just told you when you what they showed on the Netflix documentary was what they wanted to show, but it was actually more extensive than just what you saw, and that's due to the Netflix editors being deceptive when it actually he did so much more.
But other people,
and he picked up more than just 15 degrees.
Other people
is what I'm trying to tell. I think you're not really listening to what I'm saying. I think.
I hear you. You're saying there's more to it than that. But
so what's the first thing I said?
You said there's more to it than that.
About the axis change.
What of it?
Yeah. And that more is called inspiration writing a fairy tale.
What is the axis change? How does that debunk 15 degrees rotation in an hour? How does that debunk it?
Well, I was saying something about, and I don't know pretty much anything about this stuff, but like changing the z-axis pretty much gives you a different result somehow.
Yeah, I suppose it would, wouldn't it? But when you lay the fiber optic gyroscope, he put it right on the table in front of him, in front of himself and Nathan.
Oh, Lord!
And it drifted right there in front of them.
Yeah, go and watch the dismantling of this nonsense, because honestly, you're wasting everyone's time here.
Go ahead and dismantle it. Show me.
No, I told you. I mean, I don't know if your ears work properly, but this will be the fourth time I've said this. Go and watch Bob talking about this, because we don't want to waste our time with you.
Well, you asked. I was asked why
I know you assert a cause for your drift, but how do you correlate the cause with the effect?
What happens is that in a pendulum, right, the Earth rotates beneath the.
Yeah, that's your given cause. How are you going to correlate the effect you see with the cause? Can you manipulate the cause?
Yeah, you can move it. You can move the pendulum to different latitudes, and you get.
You can manipulate the rotation of the Earth.
Yes. I mean, you understand that the Earth rotates at different speeds, right? You understand that? It rotates at different speeds at different latitudes.
tangentials?
No, the Earth rotates at different speeds at different latitudes.
That's how balls rotate.
Oh my God!
Not the Earth. That's how balls work.
Listen,
Yeah, the Earth is
Right?
the Earth is a sphere. It's a globe, a ball.
Or whatever.
It
yeah,
rotates
if the Earth is a
fastest.
sphere and the globe,
It rotates fastest.
then
at
the Earth
equator.
is.
I thought it was a pair.
Then they gave the Earth a shape.
It all rotates at the
shape
same
of
speed,
an
just a
apple.
different amount of land moves over at a different period.
No.
It all rotates at the same speed.
No, it doesn't. It rotates.
Yes, it does.
It rotates at different speeds at different
Just like
latitudes.
a record. The
Yeah.
speed doesn't change, dude.
Yeah, it does.
The amount of land that moves in the duration of time is what changes, not the speed.
You move faster at the edge of a merry-go-round than you do at the center. You move faster.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, Brenda. But then, what size is this ball that is supposed to be spinning? Is there a size dimension to it? Because you're talking about a ball, right? And you're talking about an equator that's supposed to be moving. If you're there, you're moving faster than somebody's at the North Pole. How big is this ball you're talking about?
Wait, time out. Wait. I don't think, and I could be wrong because I've been drinking, but I don't think that there's a difference in speed whether you're standing on the inner part of the merry-go-round or the outside. It's just the force that'll throw you off is different.
Oh my God! You need to turn down your mic a little bit. It's a little loud.
And first, we still need a ball, right, Brenda? You first still need a ball, and we're looking for this curvature. So yeah, okay. Where's the ball?
But you guys feel me though? Like if you're on the far end, it'll throw you off. Versus if you're in the inner circle, you'll probably just spin around tighter.
Yeah, but that's different because you're standing on a plane, right? You're standing on a plane.
It's called tangential speed.
Versus standing on a ball that's throwing you off. You know what I mean? Versus throwing you out.
It's all moving at the same tangent.
Can someone unmute Bite Food Team, please?
No.
Does it, listen,
He
if
has
it
an
all
answer,
takes
he
the
said,
same
to the
amount of
question.
time to complete, if it all takes the same amount of time to complete one revolution, then it, through the entirety of the sphere has the same tangential speed. I covered that when I said tangentials. You just didn't know what you were talking about.
The problem is that the Earth globe has the sphere shape is actually the shape of an apple, and apples constitute food. If a man eats his own living habitat, he will die because he does not have where to live. You know, they are laughing.
So what changes, angular velocity or tangential speed?
Well,
Brenda?
I'm sorry, I
not
was
capable
dealing
to-
with Fuzzy Swan, who demanded my attention, and demanded that I pay attention to him and ignore you.
okay.
Really?
Yes,
you
yes.
just make
Fuzzy
that up on
Swan
your own?
demanded that I pay attention to him and ignore you. So now
Respect Fuzzy's authority.
That's right. You better listen to what Fuzzy's talking about then, damn it.
Well, I did. I answered his question. So, what's your
We still need
question?
a ball, man.
Tangential speed versus angular velocity?
What of it?
What of it? Well, it all takes the same time to complete the same revolution, right? It's tangential, so it all shares the same tangential speed, but you say it runs at a different speed. This is contrary to what we know, what we can calculate.
Okay. What if I took a cylinder, right, and I stood it up stood it straight up, and I started spinning the cylinder, like, right, and then I started oblating the center of the cylinder. Well, you know, what's going on here? Are things moving at different speeds now, or what? I mean, it's just a cylinder spinning on an axis, right? Nothing's moving like differently, right?
You move faster at the edge of a merry-go-round than you do at the center. You're still at the same rotational speed. You complete one revolution in the same amount of time, but you're covering more ground. You're covering more distance at the edge than you are.
You're covering less distance.
No.
You're covering more distance at the edge.
But the edge, and if you sit in the center and you sit in the edge, you'll complete the revolution at the exact same time.
And the issue is the center is the core, right? Not the extremity.
Well, in this case, it would be the pole.
So the point is,
in the equator.
I was asked about dependent and independent variables. You can vary the variable of the speed by relocating to a different latitude on Earth, and you will be traveling at a different speed.
No more landing.
See, because this
the
also
same
works.
speed. It all runs at the same tangential speed, just that you're moving more land in that period of time.
Yes,
Yeah, it works the same on a disk.
And that makes
So at the equator, 1,000 miles moves in an hour, but if you get closer towards the tropic, you might get 500 miles move in an hour. But they're all moving at the same tangential speed with the same angular velocity.
Yeah, they all
So
complete
it
one
defies
revolution.
what you're saying.
No, they all
There'd have to be an increase in angular velocity, wouldn't there?
they all complete one revolution.
Wait,
To affect. There'd have to be an increase in angular velocity for it to affect the drift of the
Yeah,
pendulum
except they all except that
by rotation.
except it does.
And Brenda, it doesn't prove that it's a ball because when you look, Brenda, when you look at a clock, right, at the hands of a clock, like the outside of the hand and all the way on the inside of the hand, it works the same way. So saying that does not prove that it's a ball because clocks work the same way.
Well, I can.
You get what I'm saying?
So I could calculate my latitude if I was dropped in the middle of nowhere.
You're not getting what I'm saying. Listen, let me explain. Let me explain one more time. The hand of the clock, okay? Outside at the end of that hand is your south pole. All the way at the center of the clock, that's your north pole. And right in the middle, that's your equator. You're going to see the exact same thing on that clock as you would on the ball. So it doesn't prove that the Earth is a
That's
ball.
not how it works because on a ball, the outside of the hand doesn't move at all. Just like the point.
The opposite.
It doesn't. That's not how. That's not
The
how
point that you're making from the globe Earth model, okay? You're trying to say that because of this, right? Because things move faster on the equator than it does at the poles. You're saying this is why the Earth is a ball. That's your reasoning, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, it was in response to I was asked to provide how you can vary, the variable, and the way you do that is by going to a different location on Earth, and you'll be moving.
No, they're asking about. No, that's not the question. The question is, can you change the speed that the Earth is rotating on its axis? You're saying that if you move location, you're manipulating the spin of the Earth, and that's bullshit. This is common sense logic.
Manipulating the speed. You're traveling. You're manipulating the speed. So yes, you are manipulating.
No, you're not. You're changing locations. The ball did not change speed. You moved from. Sorry. Because when I changed phones. You moved from the outside of the clock of the hand, right? And you moved closer to the center, right? But you have not changed the speed that it moves around, the frequency it moves around the clock. You've only changed positions, and it doesn't prove that the Earth is a ball, and it doesn't mean that.
I've changed the variable in the experiment.
Yeah, in your mind you can change anything you want as you want.
I changed
That's
the variable by moving.
You cannot change the variable is what we're saying. You cannot change the speed that the Earth rotates on its axis. You cannot manipulate that. And by moving to a different location on this ball does not mean you have manipulated it. Come on, man.
I'm not talking about rotational.
First of all,
Watch, Bob.
how did you get the speed to start with?
I'm not talking about angular rotation. I'm talking about the speed at a particular latitude, right? It's different
that's changing
for different
position.
But
latitudes.
there is a speed difference.
No, the question is how. Oh,
Five people are talking.
really?
Yeah, can I just mention 1 second over request? Sorry to cut you off. Brenda, can you move to another live stream, maybe live stream 2? We were having a nice conversation before you came, and shat all over the conversation. Maybe if you and some other people want to go and argue and live stream too. No, I'd rather you just left, actually.
Just tell me and I'll stop. That's okay. I'm done then.
Well, I would prefer you just left the server, to be honest, but that's not up to me.